Hi, welcome back on the water. I'm Captain Rod Thomas for North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission. And you know, dams like the one behind me here have made for some great recreational boating and fishing areas for all us folks here in North Carolina. But sometimes building these dams comes at a price, especially for spawning fish that normally spend most of their lives in the ocean, but use rivers like this to spawn in the spring. Species like the striped bass, the Atlantic sturgeon, river herring, and American and hickory shad normally travel up these rivers in the spring to their natural spawning grounds, but sometimes dams like this get in their way and impede their progress. That's what's been happening on the Cape Fear River for the last 100 years, where locks 1, 2, and 3 were built to increase river traffic on the river, but actually stop these fish from being able to spawn. Now, times have changed. There's not that much commercial traffic on the river anymore, and North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission, along with the Army Corps of Engineers and lots of federal, state, and local agencies and volunteers, have changed all that on the Cape Fear. Let's go down to Riegelwood, lock number 1 on the Cape Fear River, and take a look at what's going on down there. It's a brand new concept, a rock ladder, also called a rock weir. It's the first one of its kind on the East Coast. Let's see what's going on with it.
A weir is a channelized structure that is constructed to move water in a certain direction. And this is the first one of this kind on the East Coast. The ultimate goal of this project is to restore the fish back to its natural state, its natural spawning grounds, and make it as plentiful as it would before we had the dams and the locks here. You know, at all the locks and dams we have a boat ramp, restrooms, and shelters and picnic areas, but hopefully this will put us on the map, because this river is a hidden gem, and more people, even the locals that have never come out here, when they heard about this fish passage, said, I didn't know all this was here. So it's unique, and I think it's great for the local people, the local communities, and people that are coming from out of state to enjoy it.
North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission is responsible for monitoring the fish populations in the Cape Fear to see if the rock arch ladder is indeed working. This is done by stunning fish with an electrofishing boat below the weir, then tagging and releasing them. Tags returned from fish caught upstream from the ladder are positive results that mean fish are using the arch successfully.
We're here today at Lock and Dam number 1 on the Cape Fear River, conducting our weekly anadromous fish stock assessment sampling. We're collecting both American shad and striped bass. We collected approximately 35 American shad today and 1 striped bass. We do this to monitor the populations. We take total lengths and weights, sexes, and we tag every striped bass that we get. We're here at Lock and Dam number 1, where there's a recently completed rock arch rapid structure that hopefully will greatly improve fish passage for all migrating fish species up the Cape Fear River. The idea is to get them above this point and above Lock and Dams 2 and 3 to their historical spawning grounds, which are located near Smiley Falls, near the town of Irwin in Harnett County.
Just another example of how North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission is conserving our natural resources here in North Carolina for your children and grandchildren.